In this video I will show you that how can you calculate the band gap energy of a material from their UV Vis absorbance data. So for this you will have to simply import the data of absorbance of your material here in origin. When you import it, you can simply draw a spectrum from them, which is absorbance versus wavelength. So when you draw the spectra, UV Vis absorbance spectra, then you will have to go for the calculation of the band gap energy. So for the calculation of the band gap energy, you will have to put some first you will have to add some columns to your bookmark, and then you will have to put some formulas here are equations which will automatically calculate for the band gap energy from your data, your absorbance data, UV Vis absorbance data. So for this you will have to put the name, units and comments here, which will be appear in the on your band gap energy or talk plot, which will be appear here there in the talk plots and represent your data, that which type of data is this, or you have labeled on which name. So for this you will have to start from the first column. Let's see it. Here in the fourth row you can simply add the equations which will be used to calculate or measure the UV Vis absorbance spectra or data from the absorbance data, UV Vis absorbance data of your sample. So you can simply write from here in your an origin book or sheet. So you can simply copy it from the description of this video, that all the values or formulas, comments and long names with units will be available to you in the description of this video. So you can simply copy the sheet or the values or the formulas here from the description of this video and put it in the Excel sheet or in the origin book or origin sheet to calculate the UV Vis absorbance, to calculate the band gap energy from the UV Vis absorbance data. So you can see it here that the formulas in some or equations in some columns are put it here and some are now in progress. Here we have to calculate the band gap energy in two ways. One is the direct band gap energy, which can be calculated from this sheet, and also the indirect band gap can be calculated here from this sheet. So both the values are given here, so you can simply calculate the band gap energy from here, which may be direct band gap or indirect band gap. So in some cases we have calculated the direct band gap of a material, or needed the direct band gap of a material, or in some cases we have needed the indirect band gap of a material. So you can calculate both of these from here. For this you will have to set the column of energy whose unit is electron volt. You will have to first set it at as x-axis. Then you will have to calculate the energy versus the direct band gap of a material, or energy or band gap energy of indirect band gap. Here in this video I have used just a rough data of UV Vis absorbance of a material to calculate the band gap. So you will have to use the real data of your material from the data which you have obtained from the UV Vis absorbance spectroscopy. So you will have to manipulate that data, you will have to measure or to calculate that data, the band gap energy from that data. So that will give you the text and the real band gap of your material. So here I have used just a rough data to calculate the band gap, the direct band gap energy. You can simply here see here, which is I think 2.52 electron volts. So this video is just to show you that how this is not the band gap energy of a material, but you can simply use the same way to calculate the band gap energy of your material, by this way, by putting the data, and by how that you will put the formulas, and how you will set up the spectrum or spectras of your data. UV Vis absorbance spectra are band gap energy spectra. So here you can see that I have calculated from the data that the material of which I have tagged the UV Vis absorbance data is showing the band gap, direct band gap energy of 2.52 electron volt. You can simply take a screenshot from this screen or the sheet you can see on your window or screen. So you can take a screenshot and then put the same formulas in the origin sheet you have opened to calculate the band gap energy. This is a simple way, and also this sheet is given in the description. Thank you.